everybody, welcome back to baseballbytheyard.com. I'm Coach McCreary. Thanks so much for stopping by for today's video tip. Now, today's video tip is for base runners, okay? And it's a little more advanced thing, but even though it's considered advanced, if you're telling little kids this, putting the bug in the rear, quite often they can pick it up fairly quickly. Now, one of the mistakes that a lot of base runners make, particularly young kids, is their angles around the bases are pretty poor. You will often see guys take a really wide angle way out in the outfield when they're rounding first base on their way to the second base. And of course, the bigger the angle there, the bigger the loop, then the longer it's going to take me to second base. So today's tip is an attempt to fix that, okay? So here's the deal. Here's first base, and we'll pretend the camera here, that is second base, okay? So my tip is to look first at the base you're touching and then immediately pick up the next base, okay? So here's what it's gonna look like. If I'm a runner and I'm bolting down first base and I make my little loop and I hit the proper part of that inside corner, when my foot touches first base, my eyes should be right down there at first base, especially if I'm a little kid. The very next thing I do with my eyes is I immediately pick up the next base, okay? Now, just doing that, of letting your brain see where you want to run, is going to set your body in the proper path to second base. What a lot of kids do, especially little kids who don't have a lot of experience with this, they want to look where the ball is. So sometimes they will look down, touch first base, and if the ball's in right field, their first look is to look at the ball, and then they start to veer out too far towards the outfield. So the tip is, before you check out where the ball is, look at the bag that you're touching, immediately pick up the next bag. That will set your lineup and your angle. Then if you need to look where the ball is, that's fine. Now, when you watch guys on TV, they have done this so many times, they've practiced this so often, that often you will see guys not look at the bag. They have done this all the time where they can round first base while they're looking at the ball, say down the right field line, and they never actually see themselves touch the base. They just know it's there and they do it. And often you won't see them pick up the next base because they've done this so often. Their angles are really good. Some guys, of course, do it better than others, but if you're a young kid just starting out, or if you're a coach who's instructing little kids, those are two big tips to give your base runners. Look down at the base that you're currently touching, and then immediately after touching that base, look at the next base. That sets your path up, and then if you need to look for the ball, you can do so. If you do those tips, it will keep your angles good and keep you from looping way out and making your job as a base runner a lot tougher. All right, folks, well, I'm Coach McCreary signing off. Thanks so much for watching for today's tip. Until next time, have a good day, everybody.